So without a doubt, today is the day of hello Riven mains and Yasuo mains alike. I'm the Nightwing, Way of Life Esports, coming at you guys with another League of Legends video. So I am doing this video right as these roster leaks and bombs are happening for the League of Legends offseason. We knew today was going to be absolutely insane for the offseason, and boy, do I have some news for you guys. So I was watching the ESPN well, basically, as I'm going to call it now, the leak show, basically the free agency show, which I call is the leak show. So any news that I forget, I'm going to go over to Jacob Wolf's Twitter and give you guys the news that way as well. There has been some crazy news, especially if you're a Fnatic fan. This is some interesting stuff, man. I do not listen to life in general, but you guys know one thing. You guys can support me by subscribing to Way of Life Esports if this is your first time watching the video, because this news has got me hyped, baby. Cloud9's got an upgrade in support. I am good looking in black. G2 almost won a world final, and you're looking at the best YouTube League of Legends content creator in the world. And time to go over here and get the news. Also, speaking of Cloud9, there's a lot of news going on right now. So remember when I rumored that Hansama could be going to Rogue as per that giant list of ADC swaps that existed on Leaguepedia? Turns out one of them was actually true. Rogue reportedly acquires Hansama and extends Vander's contract. That's also here as well on Jacob Wolf's Twitter, is that they're going to be pairing up Vander and Hansama in the bot lane. So with that being said, we are having Hansama leave his storied organization on Misfits. I mean, to be fair, Misfits had a terrible last year. Hansama also played in EU Masters. Vander had a pretty good split overall on Rogue. He started off kind of slow, but once he got his footing with the team, he was able to obviously play a lot better. So with Hansama joining Rogue, that automatically makes him a lot better. But seeing as how Hansama didn't perform that individually well, you're going to have to rate the bot lane pretty much just based off of where it's going to go in terms of synergy. I don't know specifically if they'll have good synergy, but this is a good move for Rogue, as they have proven they are going to be willing to spend the money. Rogue isn't wasting any time to make moves during the League of Legends offseason. Rogue has acquired AD carry Hansama from Misfits, according to ESPN. Hansama will be teaming up with Vander in the bot lane, who will reportedly agree to a 2-year deal extension. So with that being said, Rogue is going to be a lot stronger with their new talent plus their veteran bot lane. I think that will be a great core for them to start off their 2020 season. Hashtag go Rogue. And we are not without more news. Cloud9 trades Golden Glue to Golden Guardians for Palafox, and Palafox will be going to C9 Academy because Golden Glue was C9 Academy's mid laner, and Golden Glue is going over to Golden Guardians. I can't wait for GG. It just has to happen. Obviously, Golden Guardians is picking up some firepower for its League of Legends team by trading Palafox for C9's veteran mid laner Golden Glue, according to Jacob Wolf. Golden Glue will be playing for GGS's as their team's starting mid laner, which means that current mid laner Froggen might be leaving the team. The 25-year-old could opt to play for another North American team, make a return to EU, or even fall back and become a full-time streamer. And my thoughts about this is that, you know, Froggen played pretty well, despite everybody kind of, you know, saying he was washed up and didn't play well. Froggen performed better than Niski did, and that's saying something. I think that Froggen played really well last split, and in the previous split. I thought he played great as his time on Golden Guardians, because there was just so many things that revolved around Froggen, and everything Froggen did got the team to win. And the issue with this is that, did Golden Guardians make a golden mistake taking Golden Glue? I mean, we've only seen Golden Glue have success on teams not Cloud9, so it's more or less so that, I don't know, because we've only ever seen him truly have those high highs on Cloud9, right? Really weird. High highs, Cloud9, kind of a funny thing. But I don't know. This is an interesting thing for them, and we'll just have to see if it overall works out. So Golden Glue is going to be going to Golden Glue is going to be going to Golden Guardians as their starting mid laner, and Cloud9 for their academy team get Palafox. Alright, so SK Telecom T1 part ways with Mata. So after them basically signing Mata for spring and summer, you got to see SK Telecom go through a bit of a change, and we saw Effort play more games in summer than Mata. And when Mata initially got signed for SKT into the, initial rebuild of SKT at the beginning of the year, was that he was the final piece that made them a super team. Where could Mata go? Obviously, this is a lot of places he could go to. I know somebody tweeted that he may wanted to have retired. I don't really know if that's true, but T1 obviously posted their pictures. Thank you, Mata. I mean, Mata won 2 splits with them. I'm pretty sure he's fine, but where could Mata go? I don't really know specifically. I think that in terms of Mata, he could go to literally anywhere, but after that last split, it's really hard to say whether or not he could go to a top team, but that poses the question of where does Effort go? And I'll go into the Effort thing right here. This Fnatic news is absolutely insane. So let's go to the Effort news really quickly. Effort re-signs with SK Telecom for 2 years. We know that SK Telecom T1 started Effort, obviously, when Wolf and Bang were having just obviously bad synergy after playing together for years, even though they were one of the best bot lanes. And Effort played really well this year. I thought he looked really well at Worlds, despite having that really bad series against G2. And they are choosing to extend his contract for 2 more years with Effort. This is a crazy one. Mithy is retiring and will be a coach for Fnatic. Now, I'm not really too sure if it's confirmed that Mithy will be their head coach, but Mithy retires and becomes a coach on Fnatic. That is crazy. After spending a year with Origen, Mithy is retiring from professional play to become Fnatic's new head coach, according to Jacob Wolf. Mithy is one of the most respected and well-known support players to compete in Europe and North America. Whether it was on G2, TSM, or Origen, it was evident that he was a talented player. These past couple years, however, have been relatively tough for the 25-year-old. And that is crazy because we just lost Youngbuck going to Excel from Fnatic as he left, and then now Mithy is going to be Fnatic's new head coach. Now, whether or not that is going to be initially a good thing, I think that looking at new head coaches to bring up rather than recycling the same old coaches is a good thing. It's something that EU likes to do. They like to pick out new people and give them a shot, which I'm all for. I love and respect that. Mithy as Fnatic's new head coach is an interesting thing. Not to say it's a bad thing, but I think that a lot of the players on Fnatic are very, very prideful and want a lot of success and are very stern in their ways, which, eliminate that happy-go-lucky feel, which they don't have as an org or a team. I've never felt that happy-go-lucky feel from them. It more or less so kind of feels like these guys are all just co-workers. I mean, which is fine. That's okay, but, that might cause some synergy problems later on down the road. But since he's not playing on the team, he's going to be their head coach. I think that he could do it. Also, this is another crazy one for you guys. Oh my god, this is crazy. Selfmade reportedly heading to Fnatic, which will replace Broxa on the starting lineup. So, as you guys know, Broxa made that Reddit post or twit longer that him and Reckless don't hate each other. It's basically all just rumors and that they get along in a civilized coworker fashion. Selfmade changes that today with his own selfish decisions. Get it? Fnatic is reportedly shaking up its roster by replacing Broxa with SK Gaming's Selfmade. This year, Fnatic had a relatively successful year. The team finished in the top 3 of LEC regular season standings in both spring and summer and reached the quarterfinals at the 2019 World Championships. For many organizations, this year would be a pipe dream, but for Fnatic, this was a step down compared to what they were able to accomplish year before. And then now, you obviously had Broxa tweeting out that tweet yesterday, and that's the reason why I'm kind of flustered with this. That's why you kind of saw me like a little bit frustrated, is because why would they obviously change somebody that clearly said everything was okay, which shows you everything was not okay. So Youngbuck actually was telling the truth. And that means that Broxah is one of the biggest free agents leading into this offseason. Could we see a TL Broxah? Well, hey, that'd be crazy. Could we see a C9 Broxah? That's not gonna happen. But that'd be crazy, wouldn't it? Broxah is one of the more valuable junglers now, but Selfmade is joining Fnatic. I think that in terms of how Selfmade and Broxah played last year, Selfmade would be an upgrade at the start, but remember he's still very relatively pretty young, and it's going to be a while till you groom him. You have that inherent built-in synergy with Selfmade and Nemesis. That means that Fnatic is now even a bigger contender against G2. So that's an interesting thing as well. I hope the Fnatic fans are happy with this. People wanted Broxah and Youngbuck gone, so if this doesn't work out, I don't know what your problem is after that point. Alright, so Excel will reportedly acquire Patrick from Origen. So that means that Excel will have Patrick. One of the LEC's worst teams is looking to bolster its bot lane for the 2020 season. Excel is set to acquire Patrick from Origen, according to an ESPN report. The young talent is in the process of finalizing terms with Excel, where he will be on a 2-year contract. So Excel's bot lane now includes Patrick and Norscarin. With that being said, I think that that's a good thing for them. That's a huge upgrade in bot lane compared to what their last year's bot lane looked like. And with the added aspect of Youngbuck, that's also a good thing as well. So Excel and Origen are looking to spend big. Speaking of Origen, let's see what happened with Origen. So Origen actually has just made something big as well, and you guys are going to overall love it. So let's refresh Jacob Wolf's Twitter and see what Upset did, because Upset tweeted he was going to sign with the new team, and he did. Upset is joining Origen. Yes, Upset, the franchise German dude on Schalke, is going to be Origen's AD carry. That is going to be an interesting thing with Alfari, Nukeduck, and Upset. That's a pretty good team right there. So you're looking at these EU teams really trying to shake up their roster in terms of trying to overall overtake G2. Now, initially, these rosters are not going to have inherent built-in synergy, but that will overall come with due time. And I think that better things happen to teams if you change stuff up. Now, all of these changes are not going to work out. Sorry to tell you that. By the end of next year, we'll know which changes obviously worked. But we're looking at it from a layer of these teams are trying to upgrade compared to where their last spots failed at. Last bit of news I have right now, because I actually stopped watching this to give you guys the news, is Ignar, also Schalke's support that played on Schalke this year, is going to FlyQuest. Yes, so FlyQuest have already had a taste of what a Korean support was, obviously with Wadid. Now, since Wadid has left, Ignar is joining FlyQuest. Wild Turtle and Ignar are going to be a bot lane. I think that Ignar is overall a really good, solid support still. He didn't have the best season overall with Schalke, but I think that in terms of what FlyQuest need, in terms of an actual stable support, I think that's a good thing for them. So, yeah, that's been a lot of crazy news, man. So what do you guys think about all of this news? Let me know in the comment section below. Like, comment, subscribe, most of all, enjoy. And always, hashtag always Fnatic. No. It's hashtag G2 win, right? Yeah. I'm a G2 samurai. No one will ever doubt me. A Way of Life Esports is signing.
Hi there, guys. Be sure to like and subscribe to the channel for more stuff.
Yeah, thank you.